Hi guys, and welcome back to what could potentially be my last ever, well, it is going to be my last ever vlog in Leicester. So I'm just riding some of the old routes that I used to go down. In terms of recording, I've already recorded one part of it already. The recording process is going to be very cut and paste and move and shit. And I thought, well, June this year, I would have been in Leicester 10 years. And I'm leaving. So I thought I would take you down a little memory lane trip and all the places in Leicester where, you know, I've been, got a few stories about. Because, you know, 10 years, quite a long time to be in one place. Because I moved here when I was 23 years old. I'm now 33. 33 years old. Fuck me. 33 with 2 kids. Can't really complain at that. So what I'll do, I'll cut to the first place from here. Unless something happens between here and getting there. You know, the next clip will be approaching my first flat in Leicester. And the first time I ever moved out away from my mother as well. At the age of 23, I know, right? Anyway, back in a minute. Lambo. I wonder who owns that Lambo. Probably a Leicester City fan, Leicester City player. Because I understand their training grounds in town, not far from where I used to live on Elston. In Elston, not far from there. Oh, what a dickhead, got in the wrong lane. You're in the left only turn lane and fucking go straight over. What a dick. I hate being behind vans because I can't see what's going on ahead. This is the worst road in Leicester. For me anyway. I will not miss this road. Fucking use your mirrors, you dickhead. Twat. And that is why I hate this fucking road. People don't use their fucking mirrors. They indicate and just think automatically they have right of way. Oh, I've got my indicator on, that means I can pull out in front of you. No, fucking check your mirrors, you dozy bastard. Twat. And now coming up to Newton Street. I lived right there, flat number 5. I can't remember, number 30, that's it. 30 Newtown Street, flat 5, which was up in the roof. Now, cool story about that. That's the first flat I moved into after moving out from my mother. And you see this wall here, this is the prison. Leicester Prison. So, and the thing is, where we were there in flat 5, we were in the attic, and we had skylights. Now, if you stuck your head out the skylight, you could see over the top of the wall, and you could see the top row of cells. Over night time, I could see flickering in each of the cell rooms, which meant that each room had its own television. Now that pissed me off because at the age of 23, moving into that flat, I had a PC, granted a shit one, but I didn't have it with me. I didn't have any of my big stuff with me because it was still in Birmingham. I had no TV, no nothing. So it really pissed me off to look out of the skylight and just see, knowing that these prisoners, scum, that are locked up in that prison, all have fucking televisions in each of their cells. That did not scream justice to me. That pissed me right off. Oh, why didn't I just go straight up West Street rather than coming up this way, dickhead? Wasting precious seconds. My battery's going to run out on the drift otherwise. Now we're going over to number 2, flat 2. Alright, so flat number 3, Wycliffe Street. This one right here, number 1A. Wycliffe Street. Just there behind the front door is the lounge area. Those 2 windows there is the bedroom. Fucking full of mould and all sorts. Cool stories of this place. Well, one summer, sat by the front door with the door open because it was really fucking hot. Well, it was really hot, so I thought I'll have the door open, cool me down a little bit, and then all of a sudden, at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, I just hear this scream. I couldn't understand. It's like, what the fuck's this scream going on about? And I go out and I walk around the corner and there's this kid lying in the middle of the road screaming his head off, got his phone in his hand, and I'm thinking, what the fuck's gone on here? I rush over to him. I find out that he's fallen off the fucking roof. I'll show you this up here. So he's fallen off the roof into the middle of the floor, into the middle of the street, should I say. He's on the phone to the ambulance at that point in time. So I take over the phone call because he's not making any sense to the ambulance people. So I take over the phone call and told him where he was so they could send the ambulance out to him. And then a couple of minutes later, his friend turned up. When the police turned up and started asking questions, he was being so uncooperative because they were obviously up on the roof illegally. And they said, look, we'll give you a lift down to the hospital. And he would not get into the back of this cop car. They were clearly fucked out their heads. So something was obviously going on with them. Dickhead. Right then, so flat number 3 on West Street in centre of town was right here. Number 6, and we had the upstairs flat. It was that flat. That's the front room. You can see those 2 windows there, and also the room up in the roof, which is a loft conversion. This was the first this was the house where I first got my CBR125, the white one, which evidently got smashed up at the next place. So that's 1. That's number 3. Now, whilst I'm in the area, I may as well go and do number 1 as well. But like I say, there's going to be a lot of cutting and moving. Right, so this one, Lutterworth Road, next door to the chip shop. Used to be above the eye care shop, which is now some fitting room shit. And here, I love this area, but I hated the actual flat. Well, there's Katrina and there's Andy. Let's go and say hello. Right, so yeah, that flat right there, that is where I used to live after I finished in town. I just went to go and say hello to the guys that run the chip shop next door, because they looked after me after my accident, and I mean really looked after me. They made sure, they made sure I was fed, because I lost a lot of weight and they could see that, and I think that's why they did it. They kind of just like, wow, this guy's just moved in, he's just had a a near-death experience. He's lost a shed ton of weight. Let's feed him up. And you know, I love Andy and Katrina, and if you are ever in Leicester and you want some fish and chips, I strongly recommend going to Ocean Chip Shop. By far the best chippy in Leicester. Now I know that's going to sound biased because of what they've done for me, but the chips are really fucking good as well. And Andy's always experimenting. Now hopefully the drift is still going. If not, I'm afraid you're going to have to just look at my blank expression on my helmet, because I want to get this video finished and I think it's dead. Well guys, this is Beaumont Lees. This is going to be the last time I'm ever going to be around this area. Last time I'm ever going to fill up at this petrol station. Oh, great indicators there, Peugeot, you fucking dolt. Well, she's going there. I'm next in line. We may all remember this pump. From a previous video of mine. Has anyone ever told you you're a selfish cunt? Yeah. Everybody else is queuing up, and well, the car behind me would have been there. Oh well. Yeah. You might as well keep that on, because you want to keep that recording. I will do. You selfish fucking cunt. Alright, thanks. See, and the car behind me was pumping up. Way before I even got there, and yet I still left before him. Because he had to go into the garage. So he was probably held up by someone doing their 3-week shopping, their monthly shopping or something. But anyway guys, I'm going to show you house. So we had flats 1, 2 and 3 and 4. And this is technically house number 1, but move number 5. Now you should recognise this area from my more recent vlogs, which were quite some time ago. So you should know this area pretty well. And well, let's see. I just pull out, mate. Don't look, see if there's anything coming. So you should remember this road. It's featured in quite a few of my videos. There it is. That bungalow there on the left. Now, that bungalow, a story to tell you about that bungalow. My motorcycle, the black one, Mia, was stolen from there. From behind the locked garden gate. And I reckon it was some little tramp that lives down this end of the road. But I don't know that. But the police could not be bothered. They couldn't be arsed with it. They didn't really give a shit. Bike was never found. And off it went. So yeah, that was Heatherbrook Road. It was to be fair to the little bungalow, it was a nice bungalow. It had a nice, you know, front and back garden. And a few of the rats are buried in the back garden. Which is a bit of a shame, but hey ho. So yeah, those were my digs for the past 10 years. And obviously there's one final one which we're going back to. Because I'm getting cold. I've been out for an hour and it's starting to rain. And I want to get this video done and dusted. And this is just the way it is, you know. Only like a day or two left before we leave. I'll probably get this uploaded either the day before or on the day or the day after that I have actually moved out, because obviously I'm about to show you where I'm living currently, granted for the next few days, and I don't want this bike disappearing before I actually leave. Now, I'm not saying any of my subscribers would be horrible enough to come and nick my bike, but it doesn't have to be one of my subscribers. It could be someone who's randomly found my video and go, oh look, there's a bike at this address, let's go and nab it. CBR600, oh yeah, let's go and nab that. Bit too sensitive of information to give you at the moment. So yeah, that's where I've been living, you know, and a few little stories here and there, you know. So yeah, Ayleston Road, that's where Oliver was born. Morgana should have been born whilst we were in why have you moved over? Should have been born in Heatherbrook Road, but because of the landlord over there trying to chuck us out whilst the other half was 9 months pregnant, Morgana was born once we had moved house, in the house that we're in currently. So yeah, that's my life in Leicester in a very basic nutshell. Obviously there's a lot more stories to come from my times here, and you know, I've told quite a few of them already, no doubt, over the past couple of years that I've been on YouTube. Now you'll see my house, 8 Haven Close, right behind me. This is my last house in Leicester. You should be able to see it now behind my head. So yeah guys, if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, if you're new around here. Once I'm over in Birmingham, there'll be a lot more videos to come, I can promise you of that. And not just bike videos as well, because obviously I'm moving over to Birmingham. There's going to be a lot of my friends over there that have children of the same age as my kids, so there's going to be quite a few little home video type things which I'll post up, which are, you know, if they're funny enough or cute enough. So yeah, please like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Really appreciate it. I know this isn't a fun-filled, action-packed vlog, you know. I'm not making fun of suicide or anything like that, you know, posting images of dead people, so I do apologise if that's what people want to see, but you won't find that on my channel, I'm sorry. You went over a fucking red light, what a dickhead. Oh, you guys can't see that because you're looking at me, because this fat fucking camera's dead. Ugh. Now to go and park the bike out the back. And anyone who wants to know or wants to come here after this video has been released, just know the bikes aren't here anymore. They're at the new house in Birmingham. So you can come here all you like. You will be sorely disappointed. But please like, subscribe, share with your friends and all the rest of it and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you later. Bye.